Hey everyone, welcome to the episode of That's All Funny, episode number 746. 746. I think is that like a jet? It's like that's like a regular jet, or a plane. I don't know. And the airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars. I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. And the airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars. I could really use a wish right now. Dude, if I had a wish, my one wish would be to have a pair of pants that would always have $20 in its pocket when I reached into it. That'd be a badass wish. Like a pair of pants that fit me nice, like the sisterhood of the traveling pants and shit. That like doesn't matter if you're Blake Lively or America Herrera or some fat skinny chick, it fits you perfectly, right? And then every time you reach in there, you get a nice crisp $20 bill. It'd be a fucking badass fucking wish. I think so. I think that would like be a modest wish where I could still like afford things, you know, but then not to trip like the feds or whoever's watching that shit. I feel like even if you had like a genie or some sort of magical bullshit where you like had money, you would get tracked at eventually at some way, like by the feds or I don't know who any higher power. Like they would be like, huh, there's an anomaly here in this town of too many $20 bills or whatever. I feel like, but that's just my fantasy. It's a fantasy. I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna move from the bed down you know, there's that song "What's Your Fantasy" by Ludacris, right? It's a badass song. Loved Ludacris back in the day. I'm not really a big fan now that he's pivoted to acting, but there's a version of that song "What's Your Fantasy" where he sings about like taking care of the female. But there's a version, a remix where it's a bunch of girls saying what they would do to the man. And I'm trying to remember who's in it. There's three like they were the big like bad bitches back then, like Trina and man, I don't even remember. Maybe fucking what's her name? Lil Kim, maybe? I don't know. But there's a remix of What's Your Fantasy, but the female version. And you should check it out. It's pretty tight. Like it's very female friendly where like there's a lot of ass licking and clit licking and stuff like that. Which females like. And it's always good to be positive towards the females and their pleasures because they deserve to be pleasured too, right? I mean, this is 2024. Even though that song was written years ago, um, a female does deserve to be pleasured, just as much as a male. And then if you don't want to just believe in religion and science and all that shit, then whatever. Don't even fucking listen to me, right? But let's check out the news. I wanna lick you from your head to your toe. First look at the Krabby Patty meal, including a real life Krabby Patty, coming to Wendy's on October 8th. So, I guess this is a big deal in the world of nostalgia and real life. Um, you can eat a Krabby Patty, right? They're learning how to make Krabby Patty. I think that's pretty cool. I like Wendy's. I liked working there, but I didn't like working there because my like 1 or 3/5 of my managers were bitches. Like I didn't like them. And then the other two were great. I had Chikwani, this dude Mario who was real cool. He would always let me take like home, like we'd have leftover salads that we're supposed to throw away, like those really expensive Mandarin chicken salads. He'd let me take home like 2 or 3 of them. I'd fucking eat the shit out of those Mandarin salads. The dressing on it was fucking good, and then it'd have almonds. I don't know, really good salad, right? Expensive back then, like 4.85, which was a lot back then for a salad. You got a lot of shit. But I don't know if I'd try a Krabby Patty just because I'm a guy who just likes meat, cheese, and ketchup and mayonnaise. I don't like all that gay shit like the pickles the lettuce. I could eat it. I don't like pickles, right? I don't like pickles at all. I would take them out. The sauce, I don't know what the fuck is in it. It's probably, if it's Big Mac sauce type, it's probably mayonnaise and ketchup mixed together, which is fine. Um, the fries, I mean, they look okay. I like Wendy's fries. I think Wendy's fries are top tier. Eating it with a frosty, that's too much. Maybe if I was like 10 years younger, I could eat a burger with a frosty, but I need a nice, either a sweet tea or a Sprite. Like I need a fucking beverage to go with that. But yeah, Wendy's fries are top tier. I mean, maybe if I got around to buying this, I would buy it just to try it. But I know Wendy's is pretty far. It's not far away from here, but as far as my like agoraphobia goes, it's pretty far. So I don't think I could see myself ordering a Krabby Patty to try it. But I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it'll get a lot of buzz. And Wendy's is already good, so I I uh I approve of this. This from Ed discussing film about the Krabby Patty meal coming October 8th. Check it out. It's coming soon, just in a few days. Check it out. Moving on to actually some more Nickelodeon news. This is from at IGN. A live action Rugrats movie is officially in the works at Paramount Pictures, but the babies will be CGI. Um, I don't know how to feel about this. I love the original Rugrats movies. Like even the one they did with, well, they did what? The Rugrats, and then the Rugrats in Paris, and then the Rugrats Gone Wild, I think, with the Wild Thornberry crossover, which is still good too. Like all those movies I think are classics. There's one of the songs that's like a hit song on fucking the first Rugrats movie. It's like, "Take me there, I wanna get there. Take me there, let's go there. Something, da, da, something, something, da, 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 da." And it had like the beat of the Rugrats, the Mark Mothersbaugh beat, sampled in that shit. So yeah, I'm a fan of the Rugrats. I love the Rugrats. I grew up watching that shit. CGI with everyone else being real, I don't know about that. That's a little like I think I saw a comparison of it to like Sonic, where Sonic CGI and everyone else human is like regular. And I don't know. I gotta see it. I gotta see it to see if it does well or blends well. But these characters are very odd looking drawn characters, so to CGI them would be very weird, but it would make sense because having like baby actors is expensive as fuck, and then if you want like midget actors playing them, I don't know. They should do like, well, if they're gonna do CGI, right? They should do the shit like where they have what's his name doing fucking Caesar from Planet of the Apes and shit, where they just have like that same dude fucking CGI mimicking all them, babies and shit, but I don't know. I'm sure it'll be okay. I like the Rugrats, if you look deeper into those like theories about like the dark theories of the Rugrats, it kind of makes sense too. But I do like the Rugrats. I can watch it over again and be like, oh man, I can remember some plots. There's some plots to episodes like the one where fucking Uncle Stu, no, what's his name? Not Uncle Stu, with the dad. Stu was setting up like that weather reading machine on the thing, and he gets knocked off and gets like concussed, and then he's like a baby, and he's able to communicate with them, and he ends up like not wanting to be a baby forever, and they put him in a diaper so they have him fight that duck again, and he gets concussed again and turns back into an adult. So there's like plots I remember that I'm just like, eh. And then like the Rugrats video game on PS1, the one with like the mini golf challenges and shit. I dig that shit. I fucking dig it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with the Rugrats. Yeah. We can go on forever about that. Speaking of forever, um, former President Jimmy Carter celebrated his 100th birthday surrounded by his family and friends in his backyard in Plains, Georgia. CBS News was there as he was wheeled outside beneath the shade of his trees to witness a military flyover with 4 fighter jets. This is what we do with our military money. We fly over 4 fighter jets over his property to celebrate his birthday. They couldn't just give him a 10 bell salute. They got to do fighter jets. But then if you look at these pictures of him, um God, he looks 100 years old, dude. I remember my great grandmother. I called her Lawita, but her name was like Abuelita, which means grandma. She was like 101 when she passed away. She was like real old, and I remember, dude. Like I was a kid. I was maybe like 7 or 8, and she would like we would go see her in the nursing home, and they would like have her touch me, and she would just like she didn't really know English, but I didn't know that, so she would sound like she was just going while like touching my face, and it freaked me out. Like it scared me as a kid, you know. Like I knew this was like my great grandmother, and she was like over 100 years old, but she was like like this, like a husk, you know. And yeah, I just remember that always being weird, and she's just like, and it must have been in Spanish where I couldn't understand it because they could understand it, my mother and then my grandma when she was around, um, even maybe my sister. But yeah, Jimmy Carter looks like he just needs to die, dude. Like he doesn't look like he wants to vote. He doesn't look like he wants to be there. He just looks like dude, just let me fucking die. Like I'm ready, you know. You want some chocolate? What is he selling? Chocolate? No, I don't fucking know. But yeah, Jimmy Carter, happy birthday, man. 100 years old. You are too old to do anything. 100 fucking years old. Last to hear, speaking about death, hear from X at Dexterdo, MrBeast revealed he has around 15 YouTube videos filmed that he'll publish after he dies to keep his channel alive. I don't okay. Like that's such a weird amount. Like I get accumulating like videos so that when you die, like okay, I can keep it kind of going, like banking some of them, you know. But it's weird to choose like a certain amount, and you're like, nah, these are for after death, like after after B, after Beast, you know. Uh, it's weird that he has particular ones chosen, and I wonder if they like are specifically made to talk about his death, like to reference it, you know? It'd be interesting. And then it's weird that he's like prepared for shit like that. Like, oh, in the event of my death, release these videos in this order, you know? It's kind of a weird planning from Jimmy. Uh, but you know, maybe he's gonna have to dig deep into those, you know, whenever he has to like spread his wealth around and say, "Oh no, not to the trans guy," you know, fuck the trans guy, and give it all to Logan Paul, KSI, and I don't know who else. I don't know who he keeps around. Asmongold, and I don't fucking. I know these names, Pokimane, and I know I'm just yelling out fucking names. I don't fucking know. I know of these like personalities, these streamers, but I don't know like how close they are with each other. And MrBeast just making death video after death videos. I don't know. I mean, he's prepared. That's cool. I maybe have like one extra video that I recorded when I was like really tripping out with my anxiety. It's like an 8 minute long video. And I'm sure I'll release it at some point. You know, it was just me like really feeling bad, like losing it. You know, but that won't be I mean, that won't be anytime soon. I'll save it for, a rainy day or whenever that's all funny. I don't know. I'm trying to find that's all funny, guys. No, I want to thank you for listening to the podcast. That's all funny. It's available anywhere podcasts are available. Search That's All Funny. The podcast with the game called That's All Kayfabe, where we talk about wrestling. Search That's All Kayfabe. We got a podcast with the wonderful Mint Salad called Tits and Areolas with Mint Salad. Search for that podcast, Tits and Areolas with Mint Salad. You will find it, and it will be about us talking about a movie we watched or a show, and we play a little game. It's fun. She's cute. She's hot. She's sexy. I'm fat. I'm a piece of shit. I'm loud. I spit a lot because my face is half asleep all the time from medication. But yeah, check that out. Check out Tits and Areolas with Mint Salad. Check out That's All Kayfabe with my buddy Gabe. It's great. Check out That's All Funny everywhere podcasts are available every day. You want to check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Lorenzo Ariola. You want to check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Lorenzo Ariola. If you want to check out the artist who does all the art for the show, @Retro Horror Inc. On Twitter and Instagram, I'm @Lorenzo Ariola on Twitter and Instagram. Hit me up. I got t-shirts, prints, stickers, merchandise up the wazoo. Help me out. You can buy some. Thank you for, you're great. Fucking, I don't know. What's your fantasy? Rain falls. Later. Bye.